Hello folks, I'm coming to you in my bathrobe today. I got clothes on underneath, so don't worry. Bringing you the state of the garden. Here it is, the final days of June, and snapdragons are super happy. The daylilies, most of them have put up flower stalks. Got lots of flowers coming. I have one actually bloom already. I'm gonna snap that off because it's done. Snap. And let's go back here. Got some peacock orchids coming up, so we have to be careful. Got some dahlias about to start blooming. Right behind me here is the newest addition. That is a little succulent planter. It's got fire stick in it. That's what that tall stuff's called. I love it, but it's toxic to animals, so you have to keep it off the ground or away so they can't get it. And then back there is my rose campion, that pretty pink stuff. This flower bed's doing so well, and I've managed to keep it weeded just fine, even without any landscaping fabric or plastic or anything. I just mulched it really well with compost, and it's doing awesome. My husband is trying to increase the amount of space I have over here to garden, so he just brought in all this dirt and had it leveled out. So now all this space that you see that's just dirt is new yard we have that we didn't have before. So that's very exciting. Look at all that. That's where I used to just have to about where the grass started. Now I have all this. Unfortunately, he didn't get screened dirt, so there's a lot of rocks in it. But a lot of rocks is just kind of the story of the Pacific Northwest soil life. It's exciting though. I think I'm gonna move my camellias to right back there because it's a shadier area and they're not doing too well where they are. They're getting burned a little bit by the sun. So anyhow, that's cool. All that extra space is very cool. I have to leave some of it open because there needs to be a path for, you know, big trucks to get back here in case we have to have work on the septic tank. But it's so much more space. It's exciting. Here's my little rose bush. The rain kind of messed up the blooms it had, but they are so big and so pretty. I'll try not to mess with the spider that's here. There we are. Look at that. That's my hand holding that gigantic rose bloom. It's beautiful. Beautiful. My veggie garden is doing much better than last year. I've actually got some broccoli I need to harvest, but I haven't yet because I'm kind of hoping it'll get bigger, but then it'll go too far and start blooming, so probably gonna harvest it later today. There it is right there. Excuse my hands, I used oil-based paint yesterday and it's really hard to get off. But that is my first broccoli that I'm gonna cut. I've got another one right there, it's not really ready. This one's ready to come out as well. You know, it's not gigantic, but it's my first broccoli, and it's exciting. Recently put down cardboard in here, and then layered a bunch of wood chips on top of the cardboard. So I don't have to mow or weed eat in this area anymore, which is awesome because I'm really bad at doing that, and I'm also really bad at like not doing it. It was bad, so I lazied out and did this. I've got some gravel back there I need to put behind that bed, so don't mind that spot. But yeah, it's exciting. So all this dirt will hopefully become really good soil once all this stuff rots. And it won't be till, you know, next year before that happens, but it's pretty cool. Let's see what's going on here. The watermelon and honeydew I've not done much at all, but it hasn't been very hot. So I think they're kind of waiting for the heat. Excuse me while I weed a little bit here. There we go. But they're not dead, so that's nice. The strawberries have quit blooming, and I think it's also because of the lack of heat. But the poppies are blooming that are in here, so they're very pretty. There's still more to go too. They're kind of neat. Look at how they bloom. Those things right there, those come off. They slide off and reveal the flower inside. That one's gonna be exciting. Look how big that sucker is. Cool beans, cool beans. The Three Sisters bed is growing. It looks like I will have knee-high by 4th of July corn. At least some of it anyhow. There's 2 squash plants in there, some corn, and some beans. So that's the Three Sisters way of gardening. Just look at how nice that looks. It's just nice. Good times. And then if you watch my previous videos, you'd know that I had tried to seed the a part of my drain field with wildflower seeds. I did that early spring, even though it's better to do it in the fall. I didn't know back then, so I didn't seed them, but I got out here and I planted them in the spring, and I didn't think they were gonna grow. And then John, my husband, actually came out here and weed whacked the area down, and I am ashamed to admit, but I cried. But guess what? They are growing after all. Isn't that cool? There's lots of poppies. And I'm not sure what these little flowers are, but they are pretty, and I'm pretty sure I planted them because they're in the area that I spread the seeds. Look at all them poppies. Oh, it's pretty. I'm gonna do that again in the fall, so I get even more. And then poppies will self-seed also, so I'm gonna add more seeds and see what they do. Pretty. And then finally, a quick checkup on the mock orange my mother bought me when she came and visited. It's doing well. Put some comfrey leaves and some fertilizer down in there with it, as well as compost for mulch. And it's doing well. Probably won't have any blooms this year, but it's kind of past their bloom time. But it's growing and it's happy. Hopefully it's making good roots under there. So yeah, it's the state of the garden. And hope everyone had a fantastic week. Enjoy your weekend. I'm about to drop my car off at the shop because it's got some issues that need taken care of. And I'm gonna take my child to get his hair cut because he's got some issues he needs taken care of as well. Hope everyone has a good one. Thanks for watching.